Feeling lonely can hurt. Not only that can hurt, it could be a lot worse when you have so many people around you and everyone think that everything's fine with you, that you're doing great, but inside you feel lonely, you feel that something is missing over there. You feel not connected. And to be honest with you, I know exactly how it is. I went through that a few times in life, and sometimes I still go through that. But you need to realize that that loneliness could be an opportunity for you for growth, opportunity to find some goal that is right now in you. Now, if you're lonely right now and you're hearing this, you might not want to hear this too much, but I'm telling you this, I'm sharing this with you from a place that went through a lot of loneliness. Also in times that people thought that, there are a lot of people around me. There is a way for this loneliness to be for you a stepping stone, for this hurt, for this pain, to be a stepping stone for something that is better than you have ever thought. Once when I was on a business trip outside of my country, I had to leave for a few months. And at the beginning of the trip, I remember I was by myself. Like all day I was with people around me, but in morning, at night, I was always by myself. During the day also, when I had people around me, I always felt lonely. I felt that there was no one there with me, even though there were a lot of people there. But I felt alone. And I was thinking to myself, like, how can that be? Like, okay, so I wake up alone, I go to sleep alone. But during the day, I see a lot of people around me. Something over here is not working out. Why am I feeling lonely? What is this loneliness? What I realized, and that also might happen to you in life, or it might be happening right now, many times we tie our joy, we tie our fulfillment to someone else, to something else, something that is not us. And feeling that loneliness will happen many times when we tie that happiness to someone else. So that understanding gave me a huge benefit for the rest of my life. What I've realized was that I just got a present. And you also got that present, okay? What is that present? That present is understanding that the happiness, the well-being, improving in life, feeling better, starts with you. So again, if you're lonely is one of the reasons many people die today. So I want to give you a few steps to get out of that loneliness. The way to get out of that loneliness might not be what you think, but it's for sure what would serve you and help you get out of the loneliness, feel better, improve, and take yourself to a better place. So number one, which I kind of started mentioning it, find the qualities in you, find the things that you like to do, find the things that you can improve in, things you want to learn, things that you're already good at and you want to practice more. Find your hobbies if you don't have them, if you don't know what they are. When you are lonely, this is an opportunity for you to connect more to yourself, not to attach your well-being to someone else or to something else. When you're lonely, that's an opportunity for you to connect more to yourself, to find the goal that is in you, and I promise you, it's there. And connect to yourself more, okay? Find that well-being in yourself, number one. Before we go to talk about anyone else and about the rest of the steps you can take in order to get out of that loneliness, and yes, later on it also has to do with other people. Number one before everything else is take this as an opportunity to connect more to yourself. Know yourself more. What do you like? What you don't like? How can you serve yourself? How can you serve other people? Because if you don't do that, don't move to the next step. Because also if you'll have lots of people around you, and like I told you from experience, I was there, you might still feel lonely. You might be in a marriage now or in some type of partnership and you're feeling lonely because you're not connected enough to yourself. There's a saying, a person can only connect to you to the level that you're connected to yourself. I could tell you that I had girlfriends that were really connected to me and I wasn't able to connect to them because I wasn't connected to myself. So when you feel lonely, number one, again, before you move to number two, please don't move to number two before you work on this number one. And it's a life work, but start working on it. Connect to yourself. Find the goal that you have in you. Believe me, you'll appreciate it. You'll appreciate that goal that you find. You'll appreciate yourself, and you'll be more valuable for yourself and for the people surrounding you. So after I made that point really clear, now we can move to step number two. Maybe this is opportunity now to reconnect with close friends, reconnect with family, but really be with them. Be with that friend, and you don't need too much, even only a few, it's fine, but be present with them when we connect. When you do that reconnection, maybe you're already connected, but you're not really with them. So now after you have connected to yourself, you know, you have more light in you, do that reconnection, and or connect if you're already connected to them, but be present, be with them, and don't try to choose, you know, too many people. Choose a few people that, you know, those are the people that you want to connect to. Now you might be telling me, Yair, unfortunately I don't have family, and I'm sorry to hear that, or unfortunately I don't have friends, and I'm also really sorry to hear that. That might be the case, and I'm not taking it away. But if that's your case, number one, most people do have friends or family that they could connect with, and whoever doesn't, it's painful, but there are always people you could connect with, always new people you could create connections with. Okay, we're all about creation in life, we're not about staying in place. So if you don't have any family or friends, create new connection, create new friends. And again, you don't need 2 million. Start with 1, with 2. Create that deep connection, but it starts with step number 1 of introducing yourself to that person, of caring about them, of being there for them. Later on, they'll be there for you. After you have done that step. Hi, I hope this video is serving you. I just want to share with you that my belief in life is that you are here to serve a purpose greater than yourself. But in order to do that the best way, you must start with investing in yourself. Enjoy the rest of the video. Go to step number 3. Step number 3 will be finding a group with similar interests. If you remember, in step number 1, we said connecting to yourself, finding your hobbies, your values. Find a group that has similar hobbies to yours. I came back today from a hike with a group that they also like to hike. To be honest, I knew maybe one person over there, but it doesn't matter. We all like to do the same thing, and when you connect with a group that has similar hobbies to you, believe me, you'll find more connection over there because you have similar hobbies that you like to do, and you'll feel that stronger connection. Okay, so find that group that likes to do similar things to what you like to do. And by the way, it doesn't have to be physical. I believe more in physical and face-to-face, but if that's not an option, find a Zoom group that you meet once a week. And you do a dance together. If you like dancing, you could do that on Zoom. There's a great dancing place of Alex in Toronto, Salsa Dance. I forgot the exact name. When I was on my business trip and I felt alone, what I did was one time, I joined Alex Salsa group in Toronto. I was in the USA, and I just danced with them. You know, it's some type of feeling of connection because we both like to do the same thing. And by the way, I really recommend. Alex is great. After you have taken that third step, step number 4 is really crucial because not only that can help you, it can totally create a new space, a new field in your life that you didn't even think about. And that thing, if you listen to different videos of mine, is serving other people. When you serve other people, that connection that you create, the fact that you can give them value that helps them and takes them forward and up in life, will create some type of connection between you to them. And that feeling that you could serve other people, again, it might be people that you don't know. It might be people on the group that we just spoke about, right? The group, you should find a group that has similar hobbies and values to yours. And it might be people from your family. But when you serve a purpose that is greater than yourself, it helps you to get out of that loneliness. When you get out of that loneliness, again, by taking these steps and focus the first step, okay? Connect to yourself. But when you get to that 4th step of serving a purpose that is greater than yourself, you'll feel much better. You'll feel more connected. You'll feel you have to give more. And then you'll also understand that sometimes you want those lonely times. You want those times to be alone because you understand that those times are times that you could do introspection and go deep into yourself and learn about yourself more so you could light your path and the path of the people surrounding you. Now, you might be watching this and you have no social groups around you and you have no one you could connect to. I doubt that's the case. But if that is the case, that you have no internet, no nothing, no way to connect with people, take this time to connect to yourself, build yourself more. So first, you could do things that you like, and second, when you go out to the world and, well, if you're watching this, I guess you do have internet, but let's say now for a month or 2 you don't. So when you go out to the world, you could go and serve a purpose that is greater than yourself, and that would help you feel more connected to everyone else around you, and of course first to yourself. Because like we said before, you can only connect to other people to the level that you're connected to yourself. If you have any other questions about how getting out of that lonely state, or how to take that lonely state and turn it into opportunity, feel free to leave a comment below and I'll answer your question and do the best to serve you. That way you can light your path and the path of the people surrounding you. I hope you enjoyed the video and you got some tools to overcome your challenges and light your path. For us to help other people, please press that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget that the most amazing things in life are the one you take for granted.